Good morning, my darlings, and welcome to my autumn morning routine, a very cozy but realistic view of how my mornings actually look. So starting off in the kitchen, I normally come downstairs at about 7:15, but this was a Sunday, so we took things a little bit slower. With my water, first thing I do every single day is go and kiss my babies good morning. You can't really hear, but Dickens likes to growl at me as his term of affection. He's a little bit lazy in the mornings, aren't we all? So I actually have to often carry Dickie outside in the mornings. I know, he is the most pampered pooch of all time, but as you'll be able to see here, he's somewhat reluctant to go outside and takes a little bit of encouragement. His big brother Dexter is very independent and is already trotting out in the garden, but Dickie, he just doesn't like the cold, he doesn't like the grass on his paws, so Mummy has to literally carry him and place him out in the garden. Look at those puppy dog eyes. He's not having any of this. Come on, baby. No, Mummy, I really would like to go back inside. Eventually, he does as he's told, and I head back inside, get my cup of water, and I like to hydrate before I caffeinate and get sunlight before screens. So I like to take in as much sunlight as possible, which is very tricky at this time of year. But now I'm going to make my morning coffee. Every morning at around 8 a.m-ish, I make myself a lovely oat milk latte. It's really milky. I've tried giving up oat milk before, but it's just my favourite part of my morning routine. So I like to habit stack, and if I didn't sort out my broccoli seeds while I was having my coffee, I would probably forget about them. These broccoli seeds are one of the healthiest, possibly the healthiest thing you could possibly consume, and they're so cheap and easy to make and grow at home. So this is part of my routine. I've done a little YouTube short on how to do them and why you should do them, so I'll leave that linked. By the time I've sorted out my seeds, the coffee is ready. Now, I told you this was realistic and not glamorous, so while I have my coffee, my morning job is to empty the dishwasher. So that's the next thing on my agenda. And yes, we're very precise with how we organise the cutlery. So it normally takes me 5 or 10 minutes to empty the dishwasher and do any other tidying. And then this is actually the first time I look at my phone in the morning. So I've probably been awake for about an hour, and I don't stick with this every morning, but on Sundays I do like to take my time. So it's always funny, I'll be on the sofa and Dickens will always get into what we call prime position, which is right snuggled up next to Mummy. He and his brother will often fight for this position, and he'll use his snout to try to encourage me away from my phone, which does kind of break my heart a little bit. He wants constant stroking. Look at the raised paw, look at the raised paw. Oh, he's in heaven. It won't be long until his big brother comes to join us. It's been a long time since we've seen Dexy this morning, but he is quite independent in the mornings. Here he comes, and he's going to want prime position, but Dickie's already draped himself over, so we'll snuggle up. And actually this morning I'm just scheduling a few Instagram posts and stories so I can forget about them for the rest of the day. Then I head upstairs, wash my hands, and start a little bit of skincare, but I am going to have a full shower pamper later, so just a quick bit of skincare. We keep most of the products in this cabinet, which we got from an antique shop in Chiswick, and it just is perfect for this house. So after a quick swipe over with micellar water, I apply a hydrating serum and vitamin C every single day. Those are the first things that I do to my complexion, and I let those sink in for a few moments while I make the bed and plan the rest of the morning. Well, good morning, my darlings, and welcome to a new vlog. I'm coming to you from an unmade bed at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I thought I would film a very realistic, I'm not adding anything in for the sake of the video, a very realistic, cozy autumn morning routine. And today's the perfect day to do it because, to be honest, my morning routine is exactly the same every morning, every day of the week. We go to bed pretty early. In a dream world, I am in bed by 9 and asleep by 10. We do watch TV for an hour. At the moment, we're rewatching Downton Abbey, and we just started season 4. So if you know, you know. Let's just say I've been crying. Why? Why does series 3 episode 9 have to happen? I'm so sad about it. Anyway, so the mornings therefore are quite get up and go because we go to bed a bit earlier. In the week, I set my alarm for 6. Although I have actually, sorry, that's a lie. From April to September, my morning alarm is 6. But in the autumn winter months, I've actually changed it to 7 because it's dark in the mornings. I personally don't love being up and about when it's dark. I don't wake up until the sun rises, so 7 AM is my weekday alarm, and then 8 AM is the alarm on Saturday and Sunday. But I normally wake up naturally at like 7:15 just because my body is in the routine. So just like you saw this morning, I head downstairs. First thing that I do is pour myself a glass of water and go and kiss the doggies. As soon as I go into the kitchen, Dexter always trots over, trot, and gives me kisses on the sofa. But this morning he was feeling quite independent, so by the time I put my camera up, he'd already gone outside and was busy exploring, which is why you didn't see him so much. And Dickens always, he's like Charlie. He's a bit grumpy in the mornings, so he always growls at me, but it's like a purring growl when I kiss him. And then, as you saw, I like to get outside, breathe in some fresh air, have my glass of water while either standing on the grass if it's not too cold, or just standing in the porch, kind of taking in a little bit of sunlight to wake myself up before I make my coffee. Now, when I was in the lead up to our wedding, that was probably my most healthy era of my life so far. I actually didn't have my morning coffee until about 10 AM, but at this time of year I just need that little pleasure a bit earlier. So to be honest, I have my first coffee of the day half an hour after I wake up, and just do a few chores like the dishwasher while I enjoy my coffee. Realistically, 20 minutes on the sofa, joined by both doggies, checking my phone. I try not to check my phone until I've been outside. So my 2 rules are hydrate before you caffeinate and sunlight before screens. Those are the 2 kind of sayings that I do like to stick to, and I do stick to every day. They're very realistic and achievable. Hydrate before you caffeinate and sunlight before screens. Just those 2 simple things. So I've now lined up a few Instagram stories for the day. I had a sponsored reel to post, so I've done that. So that's ticked off my list. And now I've just done a tiny little bit of skincare, just a hydrating serum and a vitamin C, and that is where we are up to. So no real huge plans today. I think Charlie's going to do a roast beef. I might make a roast cauliflower soup for our lunch. A few bits and bobs I want to do in the garden, although it's currently very, very grey. But first of all, I'm going to get dressed and make the bed, and then do half an hour stretching on the reformer. I apologise for my appearance, especially in that last clip. That was literally, you know, haven't even brushed my hair yet this morning. So bed is made, Pilates outfit on, and I gave you all a good laugh a couple of videos ago showing you my epic fail of a plait hairstyle. Well, since then my Instagram Explore page has just been so many hairstyles, and there's one that I'm not completely awful at, and I think that anyone with zero skill like me might be able to do, and it's perfect if you are doing a reformer Pilates class, because my normal go-to hairstyle is just a low bun, but if you are lying on your back, it's really not good for your spine to have a bun because your head is slightly up and then you've got the kink in your spine. So a plait is perfect, but as we saw, I'm just no good at plaiting. So what you can do is pull your hair into a medium height ponytail and then keep flipping it in on itself. I'll show you in a second. And it creates almost like a fishtail and requires zero skill. If I can do it, and it's not like a perfect hairstyle, but it's good enough for Pilates, then anyone can do it. So I thought I would quickly show you. So I'm starting by pulling my hair into a low, well, a mid ponytail with a silk bobble. So just a really basic ponytail, and now we're going to start flipping it in on itself. So I'm pulling it out by about an inch and then creating a hole here and flipping it under and over, or do I do it over and under? I think it's over and under. And pull the ponytail out bottom. You can see what this looks like, I can't. And then you basically just repeat that all the way down. So from the front, I guess it just looks the same as having your hair in a ponytail, but from behind, it's like this inward, do you call it a fishtail? I don't know. Is it a hairstyle that I'm proud of? No, but is it something that I can actually do that keeps my hair out of the way during a reformer class? Yes. I haven't done this for my Bamford public reformer classes yet, just when I'm doing it at home, but I thought I would just share that in case anyone else is just as awful at doing their own hair as I am. Maybe my challenge before the end of the year will be to learn how to do a French plait, but for now this is what I can manage, so let's hit the gym. Okay, my darlings, I am feeling good after that reformer Pilates session. It is so dark today. It feels like I'm filming this in the middle of the night, but we're in the kitchen and my egg muffins are now in the 𝑭𝒂. I'm not going to talk through the recipe again because I think I am in danger of becoming this crazy egg muffin lady, but what I will talk you through is my current favourite morning smoothie recipe, because I just feel like I have absolutely perfected it, and now more than ever this smoothie, not only is it one of my favourite, if not my favourite part of my morning routine because it tastes so good, but it's just packed with everything that I need. That's that little bit of, it is a little bit sweet, so it's kind of like the palate cleanser after my egg muffins, but more importantly it is packed with all of the good stuff. It's actually packed with micronutrients which have the most amazing, really speedy benefit on your body, which I feel at this time of year there are so many bugs going around. I want to do everything in my power. I want to make sure that everything that I'm consuming is doing the most for me. So let's go through what is in my morning smoothie, it won't surprise you to learn that kefir is the main kind of liquid base alongside a coffee. So this is actually, to be honest, the leftover of my morning coffee, so I didn't quite finish it. Otherwise, I'll just pour myself a double espresso and whack it in the fridge. Kefir, one of the most amazing things you can consume for your gut microbiome, and having a healthy gut is one of the best ways you can keep your immune system working full pelt at this time of year. So kefir, amazing for you, and in my opinion tastes amazing. I absolutely love peanut butter, and it's actually, especially this one, this is literally just peanuts, no other ingredients, just peanuts, smooth peanut butter. You can tell by the size of the jar that I love peanut butter. I love the taste it adds to my smoothies. Oats. You do want to make sure that your oats are organic, because oats are sprayed with glyphosate if they're not organic to help to dry them out, and that's just not something that we want to put in our morning smoothies. So some nice organic, I was about to say goats, oats, organic oats. And then, unsurprisingly, because I'm obsessed with this stuff, I'll be putting a couple of tablespoons of my organised in here. The more I research about consuming organ meats, the more I realise how important it is that I get this in as many meals as possible. I did put it in my, I don't know if you've seen this vlog yet, I've done a little bit of a twist around, but cauliflower soup. It works really well in creamy soups as well. I think a few weeks ago I showed you really kind of amplifying my beef bourguignon by adding a few spoonfuls in there, but it absolutely always goes in my morning smoothie. So this is a whole food organ supplement, and I'm sure we've all heard how many benefits you can get from actual organs, whether it's kidney or liver or brain. And I don't know about you, I just find it a bit weird to actually eat those things, but the fact that this is essentially all of the goodness but ground down into a powder just makes it so much more available to me, let's say. So the benefits that you get from consuming organs, literally whatever, it's kind of like a magic product, whatever your desire. Say it's improving the muscle after your workout, or perhaps it's skin elasticity, the way that your skin glows, or actually, do you know what, I've heard a few people talking about how it's so good for hair density if you're trying to grow your hair lengthwise, or the density of your hair. This really helps with that. It's got collagen in it, so again, fantastic for skin elasticity. But also, what's the expression when they say like helps like? Not like attracts like, basically, if you consume liver, that is said to help your liver. If you consume, is it heart, provides coenzyme Q10, which helps with your energy levels, helps with your heart. If you consume brain, it's fantastic for your memory. Children have been studied how well they study when consuming these kinds of organs, and the results are absolutely mind-blowing. But just like the supplements that I take, you guys know that I love wild nutrition. They are food grown. This is the most bioavailable way that you can consume these vitamins and minerals, because it's literally just organ. Like, there's nothing synthetic about this. And unfortunately, as times have gone on, and as in fact, I mean, I could go down a real wormhole here, but even the seeds that farmers use to grow vegetables now, they have been modified so that the resulting vegetables grow bigger and quicker and more perfect, but they actually don't care about the nutrient or the taste in the end vegetable. So unfortunately, we're losing so much nutrition that we should be getting from our food, which is why it's really important that we supplement. And that is a topic that I could spend an entire video talking about. But basically, we do need to supplement even if you do have a healthy diet. And this is just a very bioavailable way of really quickly getting those micronutrients into your body. So sometimes they say if you start taking new tablet supplements, which I do take, it can take a few weeks or maybe even months before you Oh, my battery died mid-flow. But I think what I was saying is that when you take And I know that most of us don't anymore, we've realised, but if you were to take a synthetic supplement, our body is a little bit confused and doesn't really know how to absorb it, whereas the goodness, the minerals and the vitamins in organs are practically bio-identical to what's actually in our body. So our body instantly recognises the vitamins and minerals and puts them to work straight away. So basically just incredibly good for you and incredibly fast acting. So if you want to help give your immune system that kick up the butt that it needs to really help you power through this cold and flu season, or you want to improve your skin, improve your hair, improve your memory, improve your muscle, any of those things. And also, has anyone else seen the ads that these guys have been running with Sophie Haboo? She was saying that this was like the essential savior for her during her early stages of pregnancy, stopped her getting sick. She swears by this for helping with pregnancy symptoms. So I just absolutely love it. I think we have got a discount code. I'll leave it on the screen, I'll leave it linked down below. You can of course buy organs from your local butcher if you fully trust that it's going to be grass-fed. That's really important. The quality is so important, and you can cook with them, pop them in your stews, sneak them in your lasagnas and things like that. But if you don't have the availability to do that, or you want to add even more goodness into different meals, or you just like the idea of adding a simple scoop into a smoothie, I cannot recommend this brand any more highly. It's a brand that I just really trust. No, it does not make your smoothie taste meaty. I swear allegiance, I promise you, it absolutely does not. So less chit chat, let's get making the smoothie. That was a real digression, but organised. Key ingredient: a banana makes your smoothie nice and creamy. Sometimes if I remember, I chop it up and I freeze it. That is wonderful. Also, if you do like an extra creamy smoothie, frozen cauliflower. I know that sounds weird, but it really works. Then I pop in a date or two. So I've got some medjool dates here. They are organic. And then either or both, if you have got a real sweet tooth, you can pop in a tablespoon of maple syrup or organic date syrup. Again, I presumed this would be not great, but literally the only ingredient is date syrup. So I don't really know how they get syrup from dates, but it adds a nice bit of sweetness. And then last but not least, a dash of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. So all of those ingredients into the blender, a little bit of ice, and I always save my bottle, pour in smoothie when this bottle is empty, and then that's tomorrow's smoothie sorted as well, which is super handy. So let's get blending. I forgot to add in the cinnamon, but I don't think it'll matter. So we've got heart, liver, kidney, lung, coffee, date, and all the good stuff in my morning smoothie. I do normally have this after my first egg muffin, but they're still in the 𝑭𝒂𝒐, so I'm gonna go and have the best bit first. It's so good, so good. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy that, have my egg muffins, and then I'm gonna enjoy a lovely pampering bath. Okay, so once the egg muffins are out of the 𝑭𝒂𝒑, I am going to treat myself to a lovely pampering bath this morning. It is a Sunday after all. I try to remember to dry body brush before every bath or shower at home. I really should put one in my gym bag as well, because I often shower there. I think it's a great habit to get into for circulation, for skin elasticity. This brand, they very kindly sent me a selection. It's called Corpus Naturals, and their shampoo, their hand wash, their body wash, and this scrub, it's all absolutely gorgeous. Amazing ingredients, full of essential oils and other lovely ingredients, and their body lotion as well. I've become a lot more conscious as to the ingredients in my body lotion in particular, and this brand, it's all amazing. So now I'm going to head downstairs. The muffins have cooled down. I'm popping them in some Tupperware, eating one or two, and they'll last me for the rest of the week. Now, my darlings, the rest of the vlog was filmed the following day, so I apologise for the very quick jump over to a new vlog. Good morning, my darlings. As you might be able to guess from the hairstyle, today we've got a bit of a shoot day happening at the house. And we're just getting straight stuck in today. Shoot days, I sometimes struggle with vlogging as well. It's just a lot of plates to juggle, and I'm sure any other content creators will know that you kind of, when you put something out online, you want to be able to give 100% to whatever you're doing. I really don't like putting out any content that's how I would call half-assed. I just don't think it's worth putting anything out if you can't give something your everything. So normally I would say vlogging on a shoot day is quite minimal. With sharing, by the way, this whole vlog is going to be a little bit of a reality of a work week for me, or, you know, a kind of sharing with you what goes on behind the scenes of running a content creator business. That is going to be the theme of this vlog. To be honest, I decided that theme in the shower this morning. I was thinking, oh gosh, my diary is really full today and tomorrow. I'm heading into London later, have a full day of events and meetings in London tomorrow, and I was thinking these things are going to be really tricky to vlog. But I thought, let's turn that frown upside down, let's turn the negative into a positive. And I thought, with all the things I'm doing over the next couple of days, it does kind of give you quite a good overview of the more structured things that happen behind the scenes, or maybe not so behind the scenes, as a content creator business. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in today's vlog. So when it comes to shoot days, it's 9:30. Jake, our videographer, is going to be arriving any second now. And shoot days with Jake are usually capturing more kind of seasonal, beautiful, aspirational kind of content, which is the kind of content that I prefer to share when it comes to short form media. Long form media, obviously, I love vlogs, I love getting chatty with you guys, and I love it being a little bit more raw, but I'm not quite, I'll be honest, I'm not quite as passionate about short form media. But in this day and age, one cannot simply ignore short form media. And when I say short form, that's like Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts. I know that they're really important, but I am just not quite as passionate about them. So in order for me to love them, they have to be really, really beautiful. And I like to think that the content that we create, people can actually take something away from it. So whether it relaxes them or makes them feel good, or they've learnt a wellness tip or a recipe tip or picked up some fashion advice, I like everything to have a little bit more depth to it, let's say. And also with Jake, I shoot obviously anything that is sponsored by a brand on my Instagram, or don't do many sponsored TikToks. It's by far our smallest channel, but every now and then a brand does want to maybe do something across both, or they do want to do a sponsored TikTok. So I have prepared a list of things that I need to shoot with Jake. I was hoping that Charlie was going to shoot a soup at lunchtime, because we really need more content on his channel. He also manages the home account. But he's still not feeling 100% great, so I'm not sure if that will happen now. I find shoot days quite intense because it's very, very back-to-back. I'm conscious that we have got a certain amount of time.
Jake's here, what?
I'll be down in 5 minutes.
Brilliant.
I'm conscious that we only have Jake's time here in the house. It's not infinite, so we want to pack in as much as possible, but preparing to shoot something and then kind of making sure the house remains tidy and preparing ingredients. I'm basically producing the shoot, managing the shoot, modeling in the shoot, so it's just a lot of brain capacity. And then I also feel anxiety that I'm not vlogging and also not being on it with my inbox at the same time. Again, I'm sure any other content creators can relate to that juggle, and I certainly can't complain because I absolutely love this industry. I love the line of work that I'm able to do and absolutely adore sharing content with you, but I do find shoot days intense. So that is why I don't normally vlog so much of them. But today I thought I would share with you what we've got on the agenda. So I am going to be shooting an apple crumble. I don't think I've ever beautifully shot an apple crumble recipe before, and I have got a very, very good recipe, so I wanted to share that. It's the kind of content as well that
we can repurpose year after year, we can share as a YouTube short, we can share as a reel, we can put it on the blog. So that's really maximizing the content. Then a reel that I shot for a brand last week, we actually had a really sunny day when Jake was here last week, and the brand wanted something more autumnal vibes, so we're having to reshoot something. Luckily all is not lost, because most of what we shot last week I've actually already repurposed it as a bit of fashion content. I always try and think, okay, I need to shoot some bits for that fashion brand, but I also need to shoot this for the lifestyle content, so I'll wear the fashion brand when shooting the lifestyle content, and try and, again, maximize in those ways, so I'm not too bothered about having to reshoot that. Next thing, you may have spotted this on my Instagram, hopefully if we end up having time to do it. Charlie and I have started watching The Traitors, and it's specifically the celebrity version on at the moment. I've never watched The Traitors before, but this series I'm finding really, really entertaining. And I noticed that Claudia is wearing quite a lot of Holland Cooper, and even though it's BBC, it feels like the show is sponsored by Defender. Like the amount of clips, like advertising clips of the Land Rover Defender that you see in that programme, it's quite crazy. And we have the exact same car, the like matte black wrapped Defender, so I thought I might try and do a Traitors themed reel. Don't know if that's uncool, but I don't know, I thought I would do that. Then we have a reel to shoot for Holland Cooper. Charlie and I are their countryside ambassadors, and we're shooting a his and hers countryside reel for them. Hopefully Charlie to do the minestrone soup, otherwise we'll just have some soup from the kitchen. And then I have another beauty brand reel to shoot, so lots and lots to do, all before 3 p.m. and at 3 p.m. I've got a call with a brand that, again, I work with on a really long-term basis, because we're organising a really small, intimate event next month, so I have to jump on a call to discuss that. And then at 4 o'clock I'm leaving here to head to London for a really exciting event this evening, and then a full day of events tomorrow. So it's going to be a jam-packed 36 hours. I think my hair is cooled enough now to start taking this out, but we'll head downstairs now. We always have like a 10-minute chat in the kitchen about what's going to be shot during the day, so we'll plan that out and then get shooting. Okay, my darlings, it's about 3 hours and 4 or 5 outfit changes later. Didn't capture any behind the scenes, even though I had every intention of doing that. Like I said, multitasking is not a forte of mine on shoot days, but let me show you. I don't know how good this will actually look on camera. This is basically a super healthy kind of superfood crumble, but don't let that make you think it'll taste anything less than amazing. It actually has very minimal sugar. I think a grand total of like 2 teaspoons of sugar. I've used lots of cinnamon, some honey, maple syrup to make it delicious, and the topping, no butter either. The topping is actually egg white and nut butter mixed together with vanilla. Well, you'll have to watch the reel to see the full recipe, but then it's oats, seeds and nuts for the top of the crumble. It smells amazing, but we're not going to eat it until we've had some lunch. So we've been shooting all morning, and I think we are just going to do Daylesford soups for lunch. We always have a few as a backup in the fridge, and it's very helpful. These are just amazing, full of goodness, but very easy to heat up. So I'm just going to get those bits and bobs ready now while Charlie films. I think he's doing like an ASMR of lighting the fire in the drawing room. I'll quickly show you this outfit. I'm just taking a couple of quick photos in this one because I have been invited to a lovely dinner tomorrow evening to celebrate a collaboration between 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 and Monsoon, and the collection is absolutely beautiful, and I chose this stunning tartan blanket wrap style skirt. I want to make sure I get a nice photo, but it's obviously going to be dark and I won't have anyone with me to get snaps tomorrow evening, so I thought, seeing as Jake's here, I'll try the outfit on and get a nice little photo. So let me show you in more detail. Normally quite nice lighting here. So again, it does somewhat remind me of my old school uniform, but in a very chic way. Got this little button detail here, which makes it look even more like a wrap style. And then it's like a burgundy and a deep forest green tartan, which I think is so lovely. It's also very warm. You could definitely also wear
a thermal underneath a roll neck for an outfit like this. I think you can see the colours a little bit better there, and you've got the blanket style tassels down at the bottom, which I think is such a nice design detail.
Beautiful, and then maybe just one from above, top, if possible, top row. Yeah. I think, should I take the book away? Maybe.
Please, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay, this is actually ironic that today was the day that I intended on sharing the most from a shoot day, and I think I have shared the least because it's just been one of those back-to-back-to-back shoot days. But if you follow me on Instagram, hopefully you'll know what reel we filmed with this outfit. Or did I tell you already earlier in the vlog? Not too sure, but everything is now done. Charlie and I have to hop on a call in 7 or 8 minutes now about an event that we're hosting next month, and then it's going to be a quick turnaround getting to the station to head into London. I'm meeting it with Em, and she's already said she wants an early night, which honestly is music to my ears. But first we've got a fabulous event to go to with Porsche, or Porsche I should say. So it's going to be a really lovely afternoon, but quite looking forward to sitting down for half an hour on this call. Okie dokie, it is 4:20. Wow, it looks like I've stolen someone's granddad's coat, doesn't it? This coat is very oversized on me, but I love it and I'm determined to get price per wear. So I'm just heading to the train station. We got everything we needed to shoot shot, actually except for the Holland Cooper reel, because Charlie, he's still not right. He's still not completely over this bug that he had. Bug, flu, COVID, whatever it was. He's still not feeling good, so trying to do a photo shoot when you're not feeling great is literally one of the worst things. So it's definitely not, but yeah, he wasn't up for it, and luckily we just have to publish it within the month of October, not necessarily in the next week or so. So all good, we'll do that next time. The call went really well. It did overrun ever so slightly, which meant I had to really quickly rush to grab my bits and bobs to get in the car to make my train, because if I miss this train, then there's basically no point in me being in London tonight, because I will miss the majority of the event. That's the one of the downsides to not living in London anymore. Is being very reliant on catching the right train, and if you get stuck behind a tractor or a very, very slow driver on the lanes, there is absolutely no chance of making up the time, because there's only one way to the station. It's a 25-minute journey on a good day. No chance for overtaking safely, so your hands are in the fate of the combine harvester gods. But anyway, I think we'll be okay. The train is in 13 minutes and I'm 5 minutes away in school traffic. When I get on the train, I will tackle my inbox, because I haven't had a moment to look at it today. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I feel like that probably comes across on the vlog, but there's just a lot of tabs open in my brain right now. A lot of projects going on side by side, a lot of deadlines, a lot of a lot of things that are being juggled. Thank you. But anyway, we've made it to the car park, so I will see you in London. Yay! Of course, 2 minutes after catching up with Em, we are building our own bruschettas.
Yeah.
Do you say bruschetta or bruschetta?
Oh, that's controversial.
That's a controversial.
I know, I pronounce everything.
So we are here to celebrate a collaboration between 𝑠meg and Porsche. This is one of the exclusive pieces they've created. 1970, because 1970 was the year that Porsche came onto the Le Mans circuit and absolutely smashed it with their number 23 car. So this is one of the limited editions. They've also done kettles, toasters, coffee machines. Oh, and how fun is this? If you've ever watched clips of me getting into the car, you might recognize this. It's actually the same handle as my car at home. So they were saying downstairs, every time you open your fridge, it's like you're opening a Porsche. So on Thursday morning, I was truly awful at vlogging, so a voiceover very much needed. I walked over to Holland Park for a beautiful breakfast with Irene Forte, celebrating their new collaboration on 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 �'𝑴. It was such a lovely way to start the day, and I absolutely love their skincare. Then I headed back to Oxford Street to explore the brand new M&S Foodhall, which I'd heard so many things about. So here's what I thought. First of all, you come straight down and you're in the harvest section, which is really nice to see, and you don't normally see such unusual varieties in most supermarkets, so it's nice to see all the different kinds of gourds. I wonder what they are like price-wise compared to what I get at a pumpkin patch. This would be maybe £2 at a pumpkin patch. I guess you just have to weigh them and see how much, but really nice selection. And they've made it feel really farm shoppy with the baskets and the straw. Yeah, it looks really nice. The visual merchandising team have done a good job, and I guess I'll just switch this up seasonally with different seasonal veggies. This is something I've not heard of before. I don't know if it's a kind of like an apple or something. Persimmon, sweet like honey. I have no idea what you would do with this. I feel like they need a recipe card or something, because I'm sure a lot of people look at this and not know what it is. Yeah, I actually have no idea. I'm gonna have to Google that. But obviously a nice seasonal citrus, I'm guessing. And then this big fruit and veg section just behind. Again, it looks very farm shop style with the plastic crates. You've got lots of loose veggies, lots of seasonal veggies. Do we reckon these are going to be from the UK? So pears, as you might remember from my garden, very much in season in the UK. These ones have been flown in from Italy. These ones have been flown in from the Netherlands, from select farms, great, but from Belgium. Okay, let's try the apples. Apples are literally growing in every field in the UK. Okay, these ones have had quite a long journey. They've come from New Zealand. I'm a little bit confused. Why have we got apples here from New Zealand? Braeburn apples, these grow so well in the UK. So I guess, oh no, these have come from New Zealand as well. Right, can we find, that's got a British flag on it, surely. Yes, okay, you got the grower's name here, a nice heritage apple, but not very many grown in the UK. That's sad. Hand-picked apples. Yes, but hand-picked and then private jetted halfway around the world. Netherlands, UK, that's good. Some of them have got the UK flag on them, that's good. We'd like to see more from the UK though. Really, we could probably get by with just UK apples, couldn't we? Okay, more of the seasonal produce over here. We've got some Crown Prince pumpkins. Quite a good price for these actually, because they're pretty big ones. I like how they've presented that in a bit of a barrow. And then this section, they've got all the organic produce together, which is really nice to see it laid out all together, so it's a bit easier to shop. And then there's a healthy snacking area there where it feels a little bit more like, you know, when you go to those kind of bulk buying stores. This is a nice touch. They've got all the herbs laid out on these wooden shelves. It just looks a little bit nicer visually merchandised, if that's the correct grammar, than in most typical supermarket shelves. That looks really nice. Once you plant these, if you look after them, then you've got herbs for life. All the different seasonings. Could do with a little bit less plastic on all of the herbs, but yeah, oh wow, look at those giant knobs of ginger. And then the garlic in the trays. Again, that's quite nicely merchandised. This bakery section is absolutely ginormous. My goodness, making my mouth water. They've got these incredible sourdough loaves. I feel like they're very kind of out in the open. I'm not too sure on the hygiene of that, but they do look lovely. It's nice to see them without plastic bags over them. Looks quite rustic and artisan with the brown paper wrap on them. Baked in the bakery today. I'm sure they're delicious, but I feel like anyone could have walked by and coughed on them. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, that looks nice. A sourdough seeded loaf. Yeah, it's all very open and exposed. I know this is normal, but does anyone else find it a little bit, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like anyone could have touched it. Ooh, this looks nice. What have they got over here? British honey. Loads of different kinds of British honey here. That's nice to see. It's kind of like a little larder section, but with really premium options. They've got actual honeycomb, acacia honey. Yeah, this is a really nice selection. Canadian maple syrup. Well, my local M&S has got nothing on this. Oh my gosh, the selection here is absolutely amazing. They've got the classic cinnamon buns, which look mouth-watering. Bramley apple turnover, right. I am going to try making one of these. It looks like puff pastry with apple baked inside. Yum. And then they've got some seasonal specials, roasted hazelnut chocolatine, and this is my choice for today, caramel and pecan. Oh my goodness me, sticky bun, wow. Oh my gosh, there's more around here. Cranberry, pumpkin seed and oat muffin, lemon drizzle muffin and Victoria muffin. Wow, this selection in the bakery is amazing. Look at these meringues, oh my goodness, yum. It's a sushi station here. I guess a lot of people that come here are grabbing lunch to take to work. This looks absolutely, oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna get that. That looks amazing. That was my lunch for the day. Wow, fresh pizza station, hot chicken. I used to come to the M&S Foodhall in South Ken when I worked at Mulberry, and oh, everything here is mouth-wateringly good. That's nice. Fresh flower station. I feel like M&S must be the only supermarket to have a specific pate section. Very niche, next to the sliced meat and the delis. Ooh, savoury pastries. My favourite kind. Wow, this section looks amazing. This is a kind of deli section. Look how they've presented all the cheeses so beautifully. The cured meats hanging up on the top, and I really love that they've got all the wooden displays. They've got a massive parmesan in the middle. This is really enticing. It looks so good. I feel like this section is going to be such a hit at Christmas in particular. You got the quinces. This is really, really nice. They've made the wine area look really nice as well, a little bit more kind of classic wine celery. Celery, as in like a cellar, not like celery that you put in a soup. Yeah, they've done a really, really nice job. Ooh, I've just spotted a specific rosé section. Really, really nicely done. I'm impressed, M&S. I feel like they've just really thought about how they present everything in this store. So this is the water section, and just the simple like crinkled silver at the back, or metal mirror, makes it look like a kind of ice structure. And they've got some really bougie water options. So £1.95 for a still water, or £10 for a 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 still water. Oh my gosh, it's from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. Such a gorgeous ski resort. Shall I get the £10 water and try it out? Let's be honest, it's not going to be any different to the £3 water or even the £1 water. I think I might stick with Evian after everything we learned during our trip to Evian earlier in the year. They've also made it really enticing the way that they present things in these different sections. So like for the grill, that instantly just kind of gets your mouth watering, thinking of char-grilled sausages on the grill, roasting joints, slow cooked. I mean, it's all so tempting, isn't it? I would definitely be stocking up on my dinner if this was my local M&S. And of course, Christmas bits already, turkey gravy granules. Don't think they would be the best for you. I think I'll stick to Charlie's gravy recipe, but yeah, I can only imagine when it comes to Christmas canapes, they're gonna have a great selection here. Anyway, I'm gonna pay for my lunch, and next stop is Pilates. So I've decided each time I come to London, I'm going to try out a different Pilates studio, try and do a bit of research, and this one has come very highly recommended. I think it's going to be Megaformer machines, so should be a good workout. This studio is so nice. These beds are amazing. Are these what you call Megaformer beds?
Megaformer, so it's like the green bed. It's literally solid copper.
Love it! Oh my gosh. I think it's quite a quiet class, which is handy because let me show you the most embarrassing thing in the whole world. I packed so well. I was so organized. I packed a tote bag with my Pilates outfit in and grippy socks, and I think I must have left it on the kitchen counter. So I am doing Reformer Pilates in a swimsuit and pajamas. How embarrassing. Okay, we've just finished Pilates in pajamas. That's a new thing, and this is why I love hanging out with Em. She's just recommended 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and it's on Blandford Street, which is a street that I trot down or very close to when I come into London via Marylebone. And they've got loads of different matches in here, so we're going to give it a try. Okay, review. I went a little bit rogue and I ended up getting one called the Supernova, which has got butterfly, PT, mango, raspberry jam in it. And I'm not sure that mango and matcha go that well together. However, the matcha itself was delicious. I think I'll stay a little bit more safe next time and just get a classic with almond milk. Pumpkin spice 𝑚 said hers was really good. And this is my next stop for the day. This is the main 𝑭𝒂𝒂 Institute. It's just off Covent Garden. And I wanted to do something a little bit different with my hair, she says nervously. I've been thinking for a little while, maybe I need to go a little bit darker, a bit closer to my natural roots. It'll be a little bit easier to maintain, I hope. So I thought I would try somewhere that I know they use really lovely quality products. A lot of the obviously 𝑭𝒂𝒂 hair products I just absolutely love. Their volumizing mist is incredible. I'll probably do a little updated hair routine. But anyway, time for a color refresh. As a side note, I tried this out for the first time a couple of days ago. I ordered it in my last Look Fantastic order and it is so good, absolutely amazing. So if you're in the market for a new hair oil, definitely recommend. So I am here under the very capable hands of Dominic at 𝑭𝒂𝒂, and the plan for today, if I stand up, so I've given him a real challenge because I've said I want to go a little bit closer to my natural hair color, which is actually this color down here. It's a little bit darker because I found that my hair is just getting a little bit too high maintenance for me. I'm spending too much time with either hair with roots that I'm not happy with or sitting in the hairdresser's chair. So what he suggested is we're going to take some of my natural colour and pull that back through, maybe not quite so dark, pull that back through the top section, and hopefully that will give us a slightly more autumnal bronzy look, which I know is very, very trending at the moment. Keep it light and creamy and ashy, but with more of my natural colour pulled in. Given him quite the challenge. I've given him loads of kind of, I like this, I don't like this. It's always useful to come in with a clear either visual or an idea of what you want, because I'm always guilty of expecting hairdressers to read my mind and know what I want, but you've got to be able to explain it or show it quite clearly, which I think I have done. So fingers crossed. I've got my lovely 𝑭𝒂𝒂 tea. They've got the oils here because they sometimes do amazing head massages. So I've got my laptop with me. I'm going to plug in and use this time to get on with some emails, catch up with the admin, and hopefully have a full hair transformation. Okay, it's an hour and a half later. I've got pretty much a full head of foils in. I've got a lot of work done. I'm always very productive when sitting in the hairdresser's chair. I've got a lovely chai latte from the cafe to keep me going, and in 10 minutes we're going to start taking it out. So the transformation is in progress.
I also want to say a huge thank you to Caroline, who is the designer and the creator of the creator of Monsoon, who this is the second time we worked together, and it honestly is such a joy. I love it. It's so much fun. She really listens. We kind of both know what to do. Yeah. We get stuff done, which is great. Also,
good morning, my darlings. Wowza trouser. I look so tired, and I actually had the right amount of hours of sleep, but obviously got home pretty late last night because of the wonderful dinner event. But even then, I still missed half of the event. I actually had to leave after the starters were served to get my train home, which was such a shame. I was having such a lovely evening, but luckily the kind of maitre d', the head of the team at the pub, they put me some leek and potato soup in a little pot, and I had that on the train on the way home. But yeah, it was quite a late night by the time I got home, and I can only really do that like once every couple of weeks, and even then it does make me super tired for a couple of days. I think as you get older your body just doesn't really cope with the change in routine quite as much, and I know that so many of you watching are probably parents and you're like, Josie, you've got no idea what it's going to be like when you have children and they're screaming in the middle of the night. So yeah, I don't know how you do it. So the vlogging petered off yesterday, as you saw. I was a little bit rushed after the end of my hair appointment, and I've purposely got it pulled back right now because it's morning light and the hair colour looks incredible. Dominic did an amazing job, but I want to show it to you properly later on. But I think that whole experience has just reignited my love for 𝑭𝒂𝒕. Their products are so lovely. Everyone in there is so lovely. The only thing is the Wi-Fi in the salon is not very good, and I always use my hair colouring time as my time to get loads of work done, and I was actually planning on taking a few calls, like Zoom calls, just ones where I have to kind of listen in, and I wasn't able to do it. So that's 𝑭𝒂𝒕. If your tech team are listening, maybe a Wi-Fi upgrade in the salon would be amazing. Because also, I don't know if anyone else has found this, but the Vodafone in particular, the signal in London has just been really bad lately. Like, sometimes I just don't have signal 4G for an entire day. Anyway, complain-orama, and I feel like this vlog has been quite like down energy, and I have been a complainy Jane. And I think that's just a bit reflective of this time of year. It's like, the loveliness of summer is over. The joy of Christmas is not quite here yet. And it's a very busy time work-wise. And I do find that I get quite overwhelmed with just so many tabs open in my brain, so many things going on at once. And days in London are just go, 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 go. And I have to say, I'm no longer not confident to, because I am confident to do it, but I'm not comfortable with vlogging out in public as much as I was. And even yesterday, Em won't mind me saying this, but she was vlogging outside the matcha shop on her phone, and I just wanted the ground to swallow us up. I found it so embarrassing. And I think it's also because other people are aware of what you're doing, and unlike maybe 6 or 7 years ago when I was doing it, trotting around London, some people would be like, oh, what's she doing? What's she filming? Whereas now, I feel like the general feeling is, oh, she's a YouTuber. No, actually, no. YouTube, I think, is different. Or it's like, oh, she's an influencer. Or worse, oh, she thinks she's an influencer. And it's so cringe. I just find it so cringy. I can't. I'm a 30-something-year-old woman, and I just can't deal with the cringe anymore. So I don't vlog unless it's I nearly got the camera out in Holland Park when I was walking down a beautiful road to the lovely breakfast event yesterday morning. But even then, there was someone down the road a little bit further down. I thought, no, I just can't do it. So I have lost my comfortableness vlogging in the streets of London. I wouldn't get my camera out in the streets of the Cotswolds and talk to the camera either. I don't mind showing you stuff, but I don't want it to be on me. But I don't know if that's something that anyone can relate to. I don't know if anyone watching the channel is also a YouTuber, but I feel like the sentiment towards content creators, and I know who to blame, and it is unfortunately, I don't know if I should even go down this rabbit hole, but just think about where you see the negativity around influencers and just think why that might be. Let's just say it all comes down to money, which is really, really tragic. I love how honest I get with you guys here on the channel. I don't think any other YouTubers are quite this frank on YouTube. If they are, and you know of other YouTubers that talk like this, please point me in the direction of their videos, because I would love to also probably just give them a call and have a chat like this. I do have chats like this in real life with other content creators, but I don't ever see anyone really talking about it. But yeah, it's just the way that the world is going, and I'm so proud of what I do, and most of the videos that I put out, I'm so proud of them. And I love sharing, whether it's like putting thyme in your honey to help with your cough later in the season, or making your tinctures, or just pottering about in the garden, encouraging people to get out in nature, or putting together an outfit that makes you feel good. I love that, and I see your messages and your comments and your emails, and that makes me proud, that makes me happy. And there's so much awful stuff going on in the world, and for you to just tune in for an hour, I like to think that you tune in because you want to relax and you want a little bit of escapism. So if I'm down, if I'm negative Nelly, or what did I say, complainy Jane, then you're not getting what I want you to get from these videos. So anyway, that is a big old ramble. And with all of that in mind, I think probably you'll have seen an intro to this video
that I will actually film tomorrow morning, because I don't want to start this video as I'm currently talking to you. The video would start with me with the curls in my hair, the pin curls, but I don't think I want that negative. I was feeling so overwhelmed. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I was feeling so overwhelmed just with stuff to do, and I think it really comes across in how I talk to you sometimes. I think sometimes I need to almost clear my diary, and anyway, I'm kind of going on and on now. So I'm in my Pilates outfit, happy to be home. I'll show you my cute little set. I was feeling like going like a little Pilates ballerina today. This is a gorgeous set from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. And someone commented on a video yesterday, I was chatting with them in the comments, saying, Josie, when you show so many products, I feel like you're always selling things to us. And my reply back was, I show you things in the same... Sorry, battery died. My response was, I show you things in the same way that I would show friends. Like, my friend might be like, oh, that's a cute Pilates outfit. And I'd be like, thank you, it's 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. But here, I share the links to hopefully make it helpful for you guys to shop them. It's definitely not like an ulterior motive, and there's never any pressure to buy anything that I share online. But yeah, it just made me think maybe I do talk about too many things and perhaps it's a bit overwhelming. Anyway, I need to get going. I need to do my Pilates class, and I'm going to have my ultimate Friday morning relaxation, which is a sauna and then a dash around the farm shop. So let's get going. They're doing a much better job than the M&S that we saw yesterday. These are all from Kent, all from the market garden right here. Nice local apples. Haven't come from New Zealand. Come on, M&S. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but this is exciting. This is the first sign of Christmas. We got the panettones, we got the deer biscuit tins. And what's over here? Not my favourite chocolate clementine. What have they done this time? Organic chocolate chilies. Oh my gosh. This is very exciting. Daylesford really do Christmas the absolute best. This is new, naughty elves. Maybe that's the theme they're going for this year. Dark chocolate caviar pearls. Here we go. This is my favourite. It's so bougie, it's so expensive, but my god, it's heaven. The chocolate clementine. Christmas at Daylesford. And this little corner is full-on Christmas corner. They've got mince pies, gingerbread man. It's definitely elf themed this year. Seems to be elves on everything. How cute. That's new as well. Green figs and cognac. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in their meetings when they're discussing what their themes are going to be and what their new products are going to be. Maybe Daylesford, I can apply to be on your testing team. Gingerbread ice pig. That is adorable. How cute. And round the corner we have got festive tableware. That is rather fabulous, isn't it? How much are these? £18. So if you want to do a full table, it's a lot. But imagine doing like a little spiced eggnog. Gorgeous. And then we've got some new linens with the ivy. That's really pretty. Small versions with the gingerbread or candy cane top. And then, ooh, little martini versions. So cute. A brand new candle. Joy and Peace. Let's see. Scented candle in English porcelain. I mean, these are such nice gift ideas. Smells very fresh. Actually, I think that is one of their previous candles, but newly rebranded because I definitely recognise the smell. What else we got? The crackers. The crackers are out. The bigger candles. This is cute. That's really, really nicely done. And just like that, we're back to October. It's very autumnal. Hello, how are you? It's looking very autumnal in here. I love it. My favourite room. Oh my god, there's a Christmas tree. Oh my gosh.
Christmas. Oh look, they're setting it up. Oh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. Christmas is here. It's far too early, but I don't mind. They've got the cute little felt tree charms again. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 jam, 𝙒𝙗𝑚 honey, and a tractor with a tree on it. Very on brand. I love it. And then the more classic decorations over here. Love these glass ones. Got the candy cane, got the little sweeties, got the tree and the bauble. What's going on over here? Oh my goodness me, lots of sweeties. Prosecco gummies, the chocolate caviar. Oh wow, I wonder if they've done all this because they're expecting loads of people in at the weekend for the dog day. Possibly. What's this? Festive savoury treats. Got the nuts, a Labrador cookie. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, back home again. Gosh, I was so excited to see all the Christmas stuff at Daylesford. I think it's obviously just the very beginning, and every time we go in from now on there's going to be more and more there. So of course I'll keep showing you all of the different things. I bought the usual bits and bobs and a butternut squash, and I think I might do either a butternut squash soup or macaroni cheese tomorrow. That's going to be the plan. But I'm actually really, really hungry, and I know this is most certainly not a nutritious lunch that one should be having after a nice morning of Pilates and saunering. But Charlie, he called me really excited last night. He'd forgotten that I wasn't coming home for dinner and that I was in London. He was like, Jose, I decided to go to that Can's Kitchen pop-up, and it's basically a Thai pop-up that everyone that lives around here raves about, and we've just never been. I don't know why, we've just never been. And he was like, Jose, I decided to go and grab us some for dinner. And I was like, darling, I'm not home for dinner. So I was really gutted to miss out on a proper Can's Kitchen experience. If you come to the Cotswolds, I think it's Thursday nights, they have a pop-up in Chipping Norton. So I'm gonna have it for my lunch. He did save me some, I'm not gonna say leftovers, I think he did order this for me. So we've got a sweet and sour chicken, yummy, and rice. I think you have to be quite careful when reheating rice, don't you? So I'm gonna Google that, get the sweet and sour chicken in a pan, heat it all up, and have that as my delicious lunch. I am so excited. Then I think I'm gonna just spend the afternoon getting on with house chores. I need to empty the dishwasher, do a few loads of washing, just get myself together really, because we've got a busy weekend with family coming. So we need to have everything in order. Gosh, this looks good. Woohoo. Nice healthy lunch, but it smells amazing. Okay, that was exceptionally tasty. Can you still see my kitchen clutter? Yes, we'll just push that out of the way. That was really, really tasty, and I feel like I've come alive a little bit. Now that I've had some food, I mustn't... This is what happens when I run out of my egg muffins. I need to make some more of those. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. I was watching Jennifer Aniston's What's in My Bag video. Did Vogue start that and Harper's Bazaar have copied it? I think that might be the case. Or maybe it's the other way around, I'm not too sure. But, oh, I should probably put these down. Yeah, she was getting things out of her bag, and then she got out a Smart Water, and it was just quite random the way that she spoke about it. So I checked the description box to see if that video was sponsored by Smart Water, and it didn't say that it was. And then I thought, like, thinking about what a few of you commented when I was asking for like feedback in a couple of videos ago, what a few of you said about there being like just so many products in the videos. I do agree, but then when I was watching Jennifer's video, I was thinking, okay, obviously it's a What's in My Bag, so she's going to be naturally talking about products. But I thought, I wonder if the sentiment is the same. Like, do people watch her doing this and think, oh, she must be sponsored by all of those brands, in the same way that some... Actually, there's only one person commented in one of the other videos saying, yeah, but when you talk about something and you leave an affiliate link, I presume that that's... you're only doing it because you're sponsored by them. And I think I replied quite eloquently that that wasn't the case, and that I'm just genuinely just trying to be helpful. But interestingly, the comments were literally all like that under Jennifer Aniston's video. They were all saying how boring it was because everything that she pulled out of her handbag was just a brand that she was sponsored by. So maybe the overall picture is just people are fatigued.
people don't want to be advertised to. And I guess maybe I shouldn't speak so passionately about things because it seems like I'm trying to advertise them. I don't know. But then also it was only a couple of comments, and I'm sure that loads of you are now going to comment being like, Josie, pay no attention, it's absolutely fine. I think sometimes when I'm just feeling a bit like overwhelmed and maybe not 100% happy with the content that I'm currently producing, not that I'm not happy with it, but you know, this vlog, the energy has been different. I have since this morning decided I'm going to put in, you'll have already seen it, but the morning routine clips that I'd actually filmed for another vlog that has already gone live. I was planning on last Sunday's vlog being maybe the last vlog that you saw, because I have to do a little bit of a switch around, that's another story. I was planning on that vlog being a autumn morning routine, but then the intro was just like so long. So I think I'll have popped that at the beginning of this vlog. Anyway, that's boring to you. So I'm going to show you another product with everything that I've just said in mind. This just arrived, DHL, and I can see it's actually addressed to Charlie. So what I'm about to do is illegal, opening someone else's post. But no, it's fine because I know what's in here because I was on the email chain, and I think this is actually a gift for Dexter and Dickens. So let's have a look inside. Dexy! Come and see my Dexy! Come and see! Okay, we have got a little box here, and it's got a doggy tag on it. This weekend, I think I mentioned, is the Dogs of Daylesford event in the Heritage House, or maybe in the Market Garden. And at this moment in time, we are planning on taking Dexter and Dickens. It could be stressful, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be lots of fun for them. I love this little keychain. Look at this. And this is Carol Bamford's dog, Papaya. How cute. That's adorable. I'm going to put that on my house keys because it's so cute. Love it. Okay, let's see what treats. This is so nice to get a little gift from Daylesford. Children! Dexy Dicky, come and have a look at this. Dear Dexter and Dickens, please find the enclosed from our newly launched Dogs of Daylesford collection. We very much look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Looking handsome in your tweed, made from the Bamford Estate tweed. Lots of love from all of us at Daylesford. This is so cute. Okay, so we've got wild venison treats. Oh, they are going to love those. Oh, Dexy has appeared. Dexy has appeared, and he's seen that Mummy has got a toy, and this looks pretty indestructible. Dexy does manage to destroy most of his toys. Oh. How do you know this is a toy and not just a random item? That's what I want to know. Shall we play tug of war? Shall we play tug of war? Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. Golly gosh, I don't think I can possibly beat you. I don't. Gosh, you're just so terribly strong. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh! Oh, I love you so much, Dexy. Clever boy. Oh, you want me to continue playing with you? Okay, I understand. I get it. I understand. Mommy wants to play too. Oh. You show me then. Show me your nice new toy. Show me. Oh. Whenever I play with a toy with Dexy, he just becomes a puppy again. Like, he's a 10-year-old sausage, and just then he's playing like a tiny little baby. Oh, they love this. This is the Daylesford Pore Balm. So if they get a little bit dry on their pordinis, you can pop that on there. I could probably use this on myself, actually. I could probably use this as a cuticle balm. Might have to steal that from Dexy. Oh, we've got a lovely brush. Very nice. It's bristly on one side and prickly on the other. So that's going to be very good because my boys are little scruff butts. Oh, that's so cute. They're kind of like bandanas. However, Dexy and Dicky don't wear collars. So we might have to see if these will attach to their bandanas. So they're, oh! Yes! That is a very loud helicopter. We'll have to see if these can attach to their harnesses, because that is just gonna look so cute. Really lovely, is it tweed or tartan? Is it the same thing? I'm not sure. 100% wool tweed. How cute! My Dexy and Dicky are gonna look so smart. What a gorgeous treat. Thank you, Daylesford. Can't wait to bring the boys along to the dog day tomorrow. Hopefully a lot of you will have spotted the event listing. We did pop it in our newsletter, which has loads of local events, many of which Charlie and I do pop along to. So yeah, there we go. Dicky has arrived. Would you like something from the box as well? Maybe a treat? Would you like a little wild venison treat? Where's he gone? Oh, Dexy comes trotting over. My boys like a little wild venison. Wild venison. Let's see if they actually like it. Oh, you lucky little boys. Okay, I have one more thing to show you. I can't help it when I see cool things. I can't just ignore them. I want to share them with you. So I have got a delivery here from Shark. First of all, actually, let me show you these. I placed an H&M order when I saw that my Cozy set became available in like a biscuity colour. So I placed an order including that set, and I also ordered these. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12 of these napkins, and I thought they were gorgeous. I can use them all year round. They just simply have this little green leaf embroidery on them. I thought that was really simple and pretty. So yeah, chuffed with those. Need to get those all unpacked. More excitingly, so this was a really fun delivery. It's from Shark, and it's called their new Stain Force cordless stain destroying system. Looks like this, so I think it's a kind of handheld device that uses a force of water and maybe something else to get rid of stains. And so this is where it gets really fun. They sent a couple of products, red wine, Ribena, and a 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. They've actually rebranded everything. It's not a ragu, it's a 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 pasta sauce. This looks like a really good pasta sauce. Ribena and a 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. Someone has had a lot of fun doing this, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. And the whole idea is that obviously you can spill any of this on your furniture. And they're confident that the Shark Stain Force will get the stain out. I am not going to pour red wine on my sofa because that's a waste of red wine, and I'm going to make a beef bourguignon out of this. Thanks, Shark. I hope it is real red wine. This is so clever, even on the back label. Picture the scene. You're hosting a soiree and a friend of a friend has spilled a glass of your best Merlot on your brand new white sofa. Quel disaster! Just when you're about to foist this furniture thug out by the ear, you remember you've invited every host's best friend, the Shark Stain Force, the best, most compact and most powerful tough stain eliminator means a spilled glass of red no longer needs to be a party pooper. Stain Force attacks and dissolves the toughest spills with ultra-powerful suction, removing liquid and dirt, then locking it away. Tackle stains anytime, anywhere. Now back to what you do best, entertaining. Top up, anyone? Yeah, I'm gonna presume this is a real red wine. I think it is. I'll try the Ribena in a second. Fun fact, I have this weird thing where I have to like pair certain foods with certain drinks. So for example, and again, any of you that have watched my videos for a while might remember this, although it'd be such a very random fact for you to remember. When I was less conscious of sugary drinks, I would always have to have an ice cold Ribena with my macaroni cheese, and I would always have to have a J2O orange and passion fruit with my fish and chips. These combos that, you know, they just didn't taste the same to me without the accompanying drink. I've not bought Ribena in years, but it's rude not to enjoy a nice ice cold glass of Ribena now. So let's see. I'm excited to see this, but instead of spilling these products on my furniture, they did actually send a little pillow. I'm gonna try this on our garden furniture because the pillows outside are quite honestly filthy, and I don't really expect it necessarily to work quite as amazingly on really old stains, because that's just kind of, they're stained from just being outside for so long. But we'll give it a go. We will give it a go. Dirty water tank. Okay, this is what I'm gonna try cleaning. Oh, look at that. Gross. So, step 1 for dry stains, scrub back and forth using the bristles and then turn on the unit and tilt the handle. Okay. Step 2, spray to saturate and leave for a few minutes. So while this may not be quite the dramatic before and after that I was hoping for, I would have, to be honest, been really surprised if this made this look spotless again. It's definitely made it a whole lot better, but what is very satisfying is this. Can you see that dirty, dirty water? It's like the home version of their new facial Pro Glow. This is what's been extracted, luckily not from my skin, but from our sofas. Ugh, gross. Yeah, I do find that weirdly satisfying. I'm gonna try on cushions as well. I think that could be a slightly more dramatic before and after. Well, this is quite hard to show you before and after because the bottom of the sofa is still quite wet from the spray. I think actually the reason why that has not come completely clean, the cushions have turned out a lot better, is because it's actually, I know this sounds gross, I think it's actually mold like underneath the cover, which is a bit disgusting. So I'm gonna have to find some, no doubt, quite strong chemically ways of sorting that out. But very impressed with this very satisfying little gadget. And oh, it is honestly just quite disgusting seeing what is no longer on my furniture. I'd definitely rather it be in here. So I'm gonna give this a clean, and then I think Lala and I are gonna go and pick some apples. Okay, we've popped into the orchard and we're just going to grab a few apples that look okay. Lots of them have fallen, but they're fine actually, because tomorrow we're going to head over and do the apple pressing in the village. That will be in the next vlog, but for now we're going to grab lots of apples because it's going to be raining over the next couple of days. Lala's bought her bucket on wheels. Chick, come and help Mummy and Granny. Granny, I'll do all the I might take a few of the good ones and also put them in my lemon, ginger and apple juice, because that has been helping ward off the seasonal bugs. Okay, we just got back from our little walk out to do some apple picking. I didn't show you when I was unboxing earlier, but the Shark Stain Force comes with this little caddy. I feel like this is what cleaning YouTubers would get so excited about. And I'm very pleased to report that it's really easy to clean the actual device. You just take the gunky water canister out, tip it down the drain and slosh it out with water a few times, and then I just let that water kind of dribble over the other bits. So nice and easy, and then everything just kind of so clever. Yeah, everything, even the spare nozzle just sits on there. Love that, super handy. Thank you, Shark, that was a PR gift, and thank you for the wine. Woo! And it charges on this little magnetic thing. So I love how I went on about not sharing too many products with you, but I just want to show you a few more things that were in the post. Showed me. But so first of all, I've had a delivery. It's a perfume called White Diamonds, and it says Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor, do you think it's forever? Who was Elizabeth Taylor? If you ever leave me high and dry. Ah, she was an American actress. Was or is? Oh, she died in 2011. I actually did not know that. Forgive me for being probably very culturally unaware. But she has a fragrance brand, and this is her perfume, White Diamonds. I didn't know if this was like a spin-off spoof, because this came from the same PR team that look after Elizabeth Arden. So I was thinking, have they just like had a bit of fun with Elizabeth Arden? But no, Elizabeth Taylor has her own fragrance, White Diamonds. How absolutely gorgeous. And then I also had a delivery from by Terry. I'm just showing you this because it's newness and I like knowing what's new, and these look amazing. The Balm de Rose collection has always been my favorite. These are the Diamond Gloss Shine, 97% natural ingredients with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 extract and multivitamin complex. That sounds, oh wow, sparkly. Oh my gosh. So this is like a lip gloss that actually has ingredients that are good for your lips. We've got a clear one here. We've got a slight, oh, that is funky. Can you see? That's awesome. That is so pretty. And then we've got some slightly deeper pink ones. Gorgeous. And how sweet is this box when you open it up? So pretty. So pretty. Let's try, I'm gonna try the sparkly one. I love this Balm de Rose collection. It's probably one of my favorite makeup collections of all time. That is so lovely. Ooh, that's really nice. That's gonna go in my handbag makeup bag. My lips feel very moisturized. And now my battery is just about to die. But two more things. I had my, I can't believe it, Christmas edition of Gardener's World magazine. Get set for Christmas. So tomorrow afternoon, it's Saturday tomorrow, on the sofa, I cannot wait to just snuggle down and have a flick through this. But they also sent their Gardeners 2026 calendar, which is really exciting. I think it gives you, yeah, it gives you the gardening jobs of the month. Quite a few of you have sent me pictures on Instagram of a seed calendar that they're doing in Sainsbury's, so I'm hoping someone might get me that. Charlie, Charlie, you could put it in the advent calendar, day one, maybe. Yeah, I think that could be a really nice idea. Gift for someone that loves gardening. But yeah, I love this. It's got all the gardening jobs for the month in March. So you plot tomato plants, mulch your beds to hold in moisture. I mean, there wouldn't be enough space for everything you need to do in April, but salad crops, reseed bare patches in your lawns, protect from hungry birds. Very, very helpful for gardeners. Now, I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon, it's 3:30, pottering about, getting stuff done, tidying the house, and just organising. We are going out for dinner tonight at Soho Farmhouse, so the next clips that you might see will be potentially some clips of our dinner. Oh, I just realised I've actually not shown you my hair colour. So please forgive the fact that it's unstyled, but the colour is just incredible. I mean, look at that. This is exactly what I wanted. It's a really lovely natural kind of transition between my natural hair colour but keeping it bright and fresh. Dominic is a colour artist. Forgive me, it's not styled. It will be in the next vlog. And I always say at the hairdresser, when it comes to the toner, I would rather it look a bit grey than look a bit yellow. I like it ashy, cool, and he's just done it absolutely spot on. So thank you, Dominic at 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. He's done an incredible job, and it'll look even better when I actually style it. So I'm gonna bid you good night. I will show you a few clips of our evening out with friends at Soho Farmhouse, but for now, I need to just get cracking with odd bits and bobs. So a very strange vlog. I apologise, it must have been a bit of a weird one, lots of different bits and me on a bit of an emotional roller coaster. So thank you for bearing with me. And I promise I'll be much more chipper in the next one. But thanks for sticking with me. I do absolutely adore you guys. So thank you. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.